Hey guys, it's X Talks back again. My name is Xoese and this is my fifth time filming this video. I'm just having a bit of fun. I just want you guys to know. I don't actually always get it at take one, but I want you guys to feel the real vibes of video life and the real vibes of just getting things wrong. Okay. Anyway, um, yeah. So somebody sent me a DM and it was a bit of a like Q&A question. So I thought I might as well answer this question on my my platform of X Talks so that other people can feel encouraged and feel equipped for their week. It's Tuesday and some people feel discouraged on Monday. Anyway, I want to talk about this question and then I want to address it with my own personal stories because that's what X Talks is about. It's about showcasing my stories and showcasing other stories of overcoming their struggles in life. All right. So she said, "Hi there. I want to ask you a question about something because I thought you'd be the best person to talk to about this matter. So, my question is, how can you stop self-doubt and allow yourself to feel better about yourself for who you are?" I'm going to share a personal story. It's going to be quite long, so get rid of distractions, get rid of things that are going to, make you feel like you're in two minds and just focus on what I'm about to say because I feel like it's very important to focus. Okay? All right. I have two personal stories to share and they're about leadership. So in high school, I was in the SRC and I went for the SRC in year 8 for year 9, for year 10, for year 11, for year 12. And eventually I built myself, my character through leadership, and I decided that I would, go from that, and I tried out for president, got president, but I didn't actually get president straight away. Somebody actually got it, and then they left, and then I became the president, and I took on that responsibility. And then in year 12, I went for school captain, and myself and another girl got school captain. So it sounds really cruisy, right? It sounds like I just went from, like just this girl who wanted to try out for SRC to school captain. But self-doubt was something I battled so much when I wanted to be a leader. And when I went for the year 9 SRC in year 8, I can tell you it was not easy for me to just get up there and make a speech. Firstly, a few months before I even tried out for year 9 SRC, I had actually been suspended from school. And I don't need to talk about why I was suspended or what I was suspended for, but I was suspended for being irresponsible as a student at my high school. Now, the reason why I tell you about the suspension is not to make you judge me, because I know it's easy. It's easy to judge, but that's not the point. And it's not really about, I don't really care if you judge me because I'm about to tell you some really good stuff. Anyway, I felt like I was judging myself and a lot of self-doubt came from me. And so when I talk to people about, I wanted to go for SRC, this little skinny multicultural girl who is, it's her first year at a high school and she's already been suspended, but she wants to go for SRC. A lot of people were like, okay, they seem pretty open to the idea of me being a leader. So I thought, you know what, that's cool. And my mom and dad really, they were actually very supportive and they were like, yeah, this would be really good for you, actually. So I thought, you know what, yay, great, I have some support. And basically, long story short, I went from being this girl who had made her mistake in her first year of being at a new high school, new girl who made that mistake to first-time leader. And I'd never been able to have that opportunity to get into the SRC in primary school because I was bullied. I was told I was never good enough. People told me that I was, people were very racist because I lived in the country at one point, and I don't know if you guys know, but some people in the country have never seen anyone who is a different culture. So, um, you know, Australia is very multicultural and diversified, but I'll be real, I did go through a lot of racism. So if you do know someone going through racism, you know, reach a hand out and don't care about your reputation. Just reach a hand out because they probably need it. Sometimes it's uncool to talk to someone who's getting bullied, but it's worth it. So after pushing past all that bullying and finally coming to Wollongong, where I'm in the city and a lot of people are multicultural, I felt a lot more support. And so year 9, 10, I did SRC, and then year 11, I went from doing that to just being a president. And year 11, I remember a moment where I had thought about what I could do for the school. And I remember being able to ask my peers the year before, like, what they wanted to see in the school. And I hadn't actually started the project, but I decided to start it then. And my two friends at the time said, you know what, Wes, we really want to see FPOS machines in the school canteen. I was like, in my head, I thought, do you know what you're asking for? Like, what, why? You know, like, why would you ask for something like that? Can't you ask for, like, free ice cream or something? But I thought, you know what, like, let me actually try, and I'm going to try and make sure this happens. And the second stage of conquering doubt is being able to have people around you who will encourage you. So I went from being someone who didn't want to do anything and was scared because I got suspended to being someone who actually wanted to do something for my school, do something that was going to make a lasting impact and leave a legacy. So it took like the whole year of being in year 11 to actually get these FPOS machines into the school canteen. But I didn't do it on my own. I had to partner with the PNC president at the time. I had to talk to the principal. I had to talk to, different people in my life, like my mom, my dad. At the time I was living with my aunt and my uncle, and I asked them, I was like, what do you guys think? Do you think it's possible? And I also spoke to outsiders, and some outsiders said, you know what, I don't think that's possible. How about you try something easier? But I believe in life, a lot of the time you get tested. So I thought, you know what, you're trying to get me to make something easy for myself. But if I can achieve this can show me that I have the strength in me to do something good and to do something greater than myself. Because this wasn't just for me. At the time, I didn't even have, an FPOS card. I didn't even have a bank account. So I wasn't doing it for myself. I was doing it for the people who had jobs at the time, who were earning money, and they had a card. So by the time I got to the end of year 11, finished my preliminaries, we had finally got FPOS machines. And I mean, the day I saw FPOS machines in the school canteen, I cannot tell you the ambiance at school. Like, it felt like, it honestly felt like something big had happened, and for about 3 days, I didn't even know they were there. I just went to school, went home, went to school, went home, and I had no idea they were actually in existence, I was like, whoa, like, hey, this is cool. So when my friends, and people in my class said, Wes, like, don't you know there are FPOS machines in the school canteen? They're finally here. I was like, wow. Like, imagine if I had let that self-doubt to stop me from becoming or evolving into this person of character, someone who was a better leader and someone who could actually deliver to their audience, deliver to the people who were asking for something. And that leadership has transferred to so many things, But then I'll tell you about how in year 12, I was a school captain, and I really wanted to do another project. And even though I felt like it was a big project, I really wanted to try and, like, instill it in people, So I wanted to leave a legacy of encouragement. Like, I wanted to leave the tangibility of an encouragement culture in my school. And I had a whole format. I had a plan. I had a big document on how I wanted to make this happen in my school. Um, during year 12, I had family struggles, I had external issues, and a lot of things that I was going through at the time. And I'll be honest, like, the culture or the encouragement culture that I wanted to make or I wanted to set as the school's core values showed me that it was very big. It was bigger than me. You know, I would need I would need everyone's help to make this possible. And I decided that, I needed to stop earning my position as a school captain. And I needed to start realizing and resting in God. Obviously I'm a Christian, and I'll be honest, I prayed about this. I wanted to do this so much that I prayed. And I remember like feeling like the Holy Spirit was telling me, Wes, you don't have to earn your way into school captain. You don't have to earn your way into life. But if I have destined something for you, you will have it, you know? And that conquered my self-doubt in the sense that I I I realized that my life wasn't about being the prettiest girl. My life wasn't about being this girl who had this image, because it's easy to dress up, it's easy to put makeup on, it's easy to like get the outside fixed. But if on the inside we're like jacked up, then there's no point in doing what we're doing. So another thing was that I realized like I could always have that empowering culture as an individual. So I could set the tone of my classroom, I could set the tone of like my classrooms and stuff. And in the canteen, rather than like being this negative Nancy, I decided I would be someone who was encouraging, motivational, someone who decided to be positive rather than negative, someone who didn't realized or reminded herself that she didn't have to earn her position because she already got it. It's easy for us to feel like we have to earn things, like we won't get something unless we earn it. And I think that's what a lot of people think Christianity is like, that it's earn, 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 earn. But I feel like you need to affirm yourself. You need to wake up in the morning. You need to brush your teeth and your hair and, do your self-care. But in order to change inside and in your heart and conquer the self-doubt that is attacking your mind and attacking your future and attacking your destiny, you have to stand up, look in the mirror and speak words of life over yourself. I mean it, like actually get up in the morning, even if you have to get up like 2, 3, 5 minutes earlier, get up, speak to yourself and speak life. Speak words of life over yourself. Speak positive words of affirmation. Things like, I am valuable. Things like, I am worthy. Things like, I don't have to earn positions. Things like, I don't have to be deceived into thinking, I am, I'm not worthy. Just, those simple things can really make a big difference and change your day. I mean it. Like, you don't even need to be a Christian to do this. You can just be like somebody who wants a better life, a better quality life. And I think that being a Christian for me makes it easier, just being honest, because I have my Bible and I can read and like be fed, It makes it easier and it makes it better for me. But if you don't want to be a Christian, if you just want to like learn how to live a better life, this is what you need to do. You need to like speak words of life over yourself. Because, going back to my Bible, the Bible does say the power of life and death is in the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. So it talks about how, you have life and death in your tongue. You can speak words of life over yourself, which is like, I'm beautiful, I am worthy, I am valued, I am a passionate person. And you can choose to kind of stick to that, or you can choose to speak words of um, death, which is, I'm not, valuable. I believe everything everyone says about me. People say I'm ugly, so that must be it. But you gotta conquer what other people say with the truth. So in Proverbs 18:21, it says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof." So basically, I, doing X talks and stuff, I am not a superhuman. I am not even, I, I mean it. I'm not a superhuman. I'm not a hero. I'm just a girl trying to impact people. And, you know, I definitely want to be that person who tells people, you have death in your mouth, but you also have life in your mouth. And if you want to see something come to pass, you got to start speaking it before it happens. Because if you always wait for things to happen before you believe it, that's not faith. If you always feel like you have to hear someone say, "Oh, you're awesome," or "you're beautiful," or "you're valuable," or "you're worthy," that's not faith. Because faith is not the evidence of things, is the evidence of things unseen. For me, I believe, my name is believe, my name is faith. So every day I wake up, I have to believe, I have to have faith for those things for myself. You can't always be expecting someone to have faith or belief in you before you start believing in yourself. Because if you want to attract people who have faith, have belief, and have that empowerment, you got to be that person first. And when I started my YouTube channel in 2016 at 16, dude, I had no self-confidence. I doubted myself. I felt like I needed to please people. I felt like I needed to talk about topics and hide my Christianity and be this, mundane, everyday girl. But I am not mundane. I am not an everyday girl. And I am someone who has to feed herself in order to overflow and feed other people. So if you want to overcome self-doubt, speak words of life over yourself, affirm yourself, get those truths out, whether you're a Christian or not, get those truths out, write it down, tell yourself you're valuable, tell yourself you're a daughter of the King, tell yourself you're someone who, for me, I believe I'm part of a royal priesthood. Tell yourself these things, because if you're telling yourself the truth, I'm telling you now, it's not cockiness. It's confidence. It's not pain. It's purpose. It's not like just about pleasure. Sometimes you can be going through the tightest season of your life and you will think, you know what, this is tight. I want to give up. Da 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 da. It's not about giving up. It's not about, speaking death over yourself. It's not about accepting death. It's about accepting life and putting life in your mouth so that people around you are attracted to that light. They will, I mean it. Now, I don't even need to beg for friends. I used to get bullied. Someone like me used to get bullied. Now I'm outgoing. Now I've been transformed and I'm still going through my transformation process. And now I'm honest about the struggles I go through. Because if I'm not honest about the struggles I go through, where am I going to get in life? So that's all I have to say today. Encourage yourself, but also get encouragement from people who love you. And, a lot of people care about you. And it's important to just feed your mind the good things. But if you're struggling with depression and anxiety, there are support services. I'm not telling you, just talk about affirmations and do nothing. If you do need medical help, go to Helpline. Go to Beyond Blue, go to Headspace, Lifeline, get a good friendship network, have supportive counselors. Also, know that you don't have to earn your way into anything. Know that if you have something on your name or something with your name on it, you will get to that stage and you will get it. Remember, you don't have to rush to get anywhere. You don't have to rush for fame. You don't have to rush for acknowledgement. This is something that I need for myself. But you don't need to earn anything. You are good as you are. come as you are. Do things as you are. And remember, improvement is always the best. As I'm doing these X talks, I know and I remind myself I need improvement, because my heart needs to be right before I tell other people, how to live their lives. I'm not perfect. So if I'm going to talk about these things, I need to have that experience. Also, read books like The Battlefield of the Mind. Joyce Meyer, she talks about, she wrote a whole book about the battlefield of the mind and how your mind is the battleground. It's like a spiritual battleground, but it's also like a day-to-day battleground. You come against your own thoughts, and you also come against outside thoughts that, just get into your head if you allow it to. So, yeah, definitely check out that Bible verse. It's Proverbs 18:21. And if you're not a Christian, you know what, that's okay. Like, I'm not forcing anyone to do anything. And if you feel yourself getting so low that you don't know what to do, pray. I mean it, like literally, just try it. Pray. It doesn't change things overnight. Let me be honest. Like, I prayed a lot in high school, and sometimes I just had to be taken through it rather than removed from it. Sometimes we ask God to, or sometimes we just want to be removed from something, but sometimes the removal power is in ourselves, or it's something we have to do where we say, you know what, like, maybe this is just something that's for my growth, and I just need to go through it so I learn and look back and say, yeah, that fed me. Yeah, that grew me a lot. So, yeah, that's my story. That's my testimony. But girl, get good people around you so you can conquer that self-doubt. I believe in you, and I believe you're going to be a better person because of this. Okay. That's all I got. See you later. Love you heaps. And stay safe, stay warm, stay loved. Bye.